Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Lisa's Coloring Corner. Today I wanted to color a picture out of the unicorn coloring book that Sunlife Drawing so kindly sent to me. I just recently did a flip through of this book. I will link that video down below in case you want to see the entire book, and I will link this book down below in case you want to purchase it yourself. Today, I wanted to color this picture. Isn't it cute? They do have a white background and black background picture for each one of these. So I thought we would do the black background picture today. I am going to use my favorite gel pens out of all the gel pens that I have, glitter gel pens. These are the CHROMATEK. This is the set of 50 and it comes with 50 refills. I will link this down below too. These are fantastic gel pens. And then I am going to use my Cali Art markers. Again, one of my favorite budget-friendly alcohol markers. So let me get set up here. Ooh, sorry for that. I am going to open this up completely so I can get at my markers nicely. Okay, so I'm going to leave the markers up above here. If I have to reach in front of the camera, I apologize. We shall see how this goes. Okay, so I think we'll start out with the unicorn herself. Oh, first, let's get things first here. Let me get a sheet back behind my page so we do not bleed through if we're using alcohol markers, right? All right, let's flatten this out a little bit. I have not colored out of here yet, so. All right. So, yes, I want to make her a pretty pink color. So, what should we use? Cali Art has all these fantastic skin tones. So, anybody that likes skin tones, this is the set to get. Maybe this fruit pink. I like that. Okay, R302. R302, where are you? There we are. Okay. So, let's zoom in a little. All right. I think I'm going to have to get these markers out of the way a little bit, or I am not going to be able to move my book around much. One moment, please. Okay, that's better. All right. So, let me see. One more thing over here. All right. Okay, here we go. So how is everybody doing today? Today is Saturday for me. I'm not real sure when I will get this all edited and into, uploaded and up to YouTube, but should be within the next few days. These unicorns are just so stinking cute. Maybe I should use the chisel tip for this. Or I may get lines, which I guess wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but it actually is a gorgeous day out today, finally. We are supposed to actually get near our normal of the mid-60s today. and it is sunny out. So yeah, it is gorgeous. I have to get outside today, get in the flower beds. My hostas still have not gotten all the dead foliage off from last year. I like to keep them covered over the winter with the foliage that dies to kind of protect them, especially this last winter when it was so cold. And just have not had a chance with all the crappy weather to get all of that off yet. So today would be the perfect day to do it, because I'm sure them hostas are coming up already. I know my bleeding hearts are, and my tulips are way up. Some of them should actually be blooming pretty soon. And the daffodils are coming up. My neighbor, I don't have daffodils, but my neighbor does, and they should be blooming shortly. She's got a lot of daffodils in the backyard. They're such a pretty flower, such a pretty bright yellow. You know, it's too bad these pretty spring flowers don't last longer than they do. My pretty tulips, too. We planted them, how many years ago now? Maybe 4 or 5 years. And planted a variety of colors. They have the yellow and the red and the pretty purple ones. And it seems like some of them do better than others. Certain colors. Because I've had some of them, you know, reproduce, and I have more of some colors, and then others are kind of disappearing on me. So I don't know if it's that certain color bulb, or if we just didn't get some planted deep enough when we planted them. I thought we kind of all, you know, we planted them all the same depth. But I don't know. This is a really cute coloring book. Sunlife Drawing has 2 new coloring books out, and I should be receiving, I don't know if I'm getting both of them or if they're just sending me the one, but they have 2 new mandala books out, and one is white background, and one is, they have it called reverse, or inverted, I think, inverted mandalas, and it is on black background. So I'm going to do the hooves a different color. Should we, let's do them a pale purple. Mauve Shadow 702. Whoops. Markers just don't want to stay up there. So we're going to make this a pretty colored unicorn. Because, of course, unicorns are mythical creatures, and they can be all kinds of colors. I think we're going to do the tail in rainbow colors. Okay, there's her hooves, and maybe we'll make her eye purple too. Okay, let's get a pretty pink for her tongue. 503. 50. Nope, that's 304. I know I have a couple of my Cali Arts in the other room, and I betcha that's where that one is. One moment, please. Alrighty, I'm back. I had used my Cali Arts on another picture, and I still don't have it finished, so I had kept the colors out that I had used. And yeah, still don't have that one finished, so I think I'm just going to put the colors back in the case here, and when I do get around to finishing that picture, we'll just have to kind of guess. Okay, so let's do the tail now. And let's see, so rainbow, we'll start with red. Let's do that a deep red, 317. 317, here we go. Anybody have any plans for the weekend? I am not doing anything, which is nice. I actually got to work on my diamond painting for a while last night for Maddie's birthday, the Minnie Mouse one. I was going to record this video last night, this color and chat, but number one, my lighting at night just stinks in here. I just cannot get it to work right, and I'm not sure what I have to do to get the lighting where it's not so bright, or else if I turn down the brightness, it's kind of dark and shadowy. It's like there's no happy medium. I don't know. Let's do orange, 608. So yeah, I'm going to have to play around with some settings and just see what I have to do. Because again, I don't have an overhead light in this room to help me out. And I think that would make a big difference, having an overhead light for some of my lighting. So I can only rely on desk lamps, and evidently the lamps that I have are just too bright. They're great for me for coloring, but for recording they're just, I don't know. And I have different settings on the one I had purchased not too long ago, with what type of lighting, you know, whether it's more yellow or bright, or, and then you can dim it or make it brighter. And I thought, oh, that would be perfect. Well, it still doesn't seem to work real well. So I don't know. And the light that I have underneath my desk just seems to not work either. So I don't know. 107 for the yellow. Sorry again for my arm going in front. Having my Cali Art markers right in front of me is about the best place for me to put them. So you will periodically see my freckled arm going in front of the camera. It's actually not too freckled right now, but just wait a few months after I'm out in the sun. I don't get a tan, my freckles just kind of connect. That's the brownness of my tan. Otherwise, my tan is more pink and red than anything. I don't turn brown. A little bit. Depends how much I'm outside. And with having Maddie, we go out in the backyard pretty much every day when it's nice out, and she plays in the water and all of that fun stuff that kids like to do. And I want to get her a little swimming pool this year. Let's do a pretty green. Well, let's see. We'll do the mint green, even though mint green is not mint. 115. 115. Is that one I have? Nope. Okay, we'll find it. We'll find it. It's here somewhere. There it is. Just takes a little time. So you can tell I do not pick the colors out ahead of time, and I don't pull the markers. Maybe I should, huh? Yeah. I figure part of picking the colors is, or I should say part of the coloring process is actually picking out your colors, right? So I usually just kind of wing it when I'm coloring, and you can see how I pick the colors. There's usually no rhyme or reason to any of it. It's just there's no method to my madness. What is everybody else coloring? Are you participating in any color alongs this month? I know there's quite a few of them going on. Donna from Color with Donna and myself are doing a color along that is called Dive into Dover Spark, and it's all of the Dover Spark books. And I know Zoe is doing, she's coloring out of CHROMATEK books for CHROMATEK May. I know there's a ton of them out there. I don't know. I know John has a few. Let's do blue. John always seems to be having a color along every month, and so let's do the ultramarine 118. So yeah, I know there are, like I said, I know there's quite a few color alongs. Oh, I know one of John's is halfway to Halloween. So he's doing Halloween pictures. I would like to do 1 or 2 Halloween pictures this month, and I do want to do one along with Zoe out of drink, please. Out of Colortronics, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be coloring that on camera or if I'm just going to be coloring that myself, or maybe I'll just do a mix. I'll color some of it on camera and some of it off. There are a number of color and chats that I have planned. A while back I had done a video showing how I did this, like a kind of a sunburst type of background with my pan pastels, where I used an eraser. Oh, I hate it when I get this tickle in my throat. I don't know if it comes from talking or what, because when I'm off camera, well, I shouldn't say I don't cough at all, but it just seems worse when I get on camera. Of course. And then my eyes water and my nose runs. Oh, Lordy. So, yeah, I want to start coloring out of that Johanna Basford book that I did that background on, and I want to do that all as color and chats, because I did have a request from a subscriber quite a while ago to color a nature type of picture out of one of Johanna's books, and so not just a mandala or anything like that. 826 for the purple. So I thought, well, I'll kill two birds with one stone and show the technique that I learned from another color tube channel about how to do that background. And then I could do the color and chat with coloring in the picture itself with my Prismacolor markers. And boy, right now I hope this lightens up. I mean, with the black background, when you color with alcohol markers, the color, you know, typically lightens up after it dries. But right now it looks very close to the blue. So yeah, I am excited to get the next Sunlife Drawing books because you know I love mandalas. I think I should be getting that next week, so I will be doing a flip through. Okay, that wasn't a tail. Her tail is down here. So what is that? Her mane is up here. Now I'm confused. Is that like a wing? Must be, huh? Must be like a wing. Okay, well then we should get some pretty bright colors down here. And then I think maybe I'll do the flowers all in gel pen. So let's do some more rainbow colors down here and in the mane. And it'll kind of all tie in together. Sure, now that I put all the colors away. Let's pull back out the red that I used, and hopefully I will use the same colors. I think I used vermilion. No, I think I used deep red. 3, 1, 7. Yep, that one. Okay, let's just get some different rainbow colors in here. And over here. I do want to get a few videos made this morning yet, and then get outside for a bit. I don't know if I'm going to record any more this afternoon after I get the flower beds cleaned out, because I do have to get back on that diamond painting. Work on that some this weekend. There are a couple other videos though that I want to get done either today or tomorrow. One I know I'm going to be recording right after this, but there's another one I have to kind of figure out a setup for, and I've gotten a number of requests for it for quite a while, and I just have not done it yet, and that is to see all of my completed diamond paintings. So, how are we going to go about this? Well, let's just start with red down here. I'm going to do both of them red. And then we'll go up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then we'll do some more red up here. It's not going to be perfect rainbow colors, but... And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The horn I'll do rainbow also. How many slots are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll do the base red on here too, because I have 6 rainbow colors. So 1, 2, 3, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, is this kind of her hair back here? I'm assuming. Let's do that all red. We'll see how this rainbow stuff works out. These unicorns remind me of, I don't know if they still have them out or not. When my kids were little, my girls, the Rainbow Bright unicorns. That's what these unicorns remind me of. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Let's do, well, red's right there, so we'll do red up on top. And then as we get some of the other colors in, I'll see if I have to add it in anywhere else. 2, 3, 4. And that would go up here. Well, let's leave it like that for now. Let's see if there's any other reds we need down here. There's a lot of that color. Let's put some in down here. I don't know if I asked already, how's the weather by you guys? Were any of you affected by all the flooding or those horrible, horrible tornadoes that went through? Oh my gosh. I can't believe, you know, it's only the beginning, you know, it's just springtime. And the amount of bad weather that we've had already has just been unreal. 608 with the bad storms. Okay, let's put orange in here. The number of tornadoes has just been unbelievable. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So that'll be purple. Let's do orange over here. And so much destruction, and oh my gosh. Hopefully not too many people lost their lives. So then orange will be up here. You know, we may have had the snow and the cold, and we did have flooding, but nothing like what some other reviews have suffered around the country. For those of you in other countries, I said other countries, didn't I? I meant other states. 1, 2, 3. How has your weather been in other countries? In the UK and Australia. And in Australia, you're starting your winter months, aren't you? You have the opposite seasons as we do. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I remember right. And that's not saying that I remember it right. Let's see. So we'll do yellow, green, blue. So we'll leave the rest of that out. Let's do the tail orange so we have a brighter color up here at the end. And, oh, we got to do some orange down here. And right here. Whoops. Let's see. A little bit here. Let's do a little in the middle because there's none in there. And again, on the tip, I think we'll do the orange. Alrighty. Moving right along, let's get the yellow back out. And that was 107. She's going to be a pretty colorful unicorn, isn't she? All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3. We'll leave those. 2, 3, 4. Let's do yellow up here. You know, just kind of guessing, and so just kind of guess when we color. And usually by the end, it looks just fine. Especially when you're doing designs and mandalas and things. Boy, you can put just about any colors together, no matter how bizarre you think they are. I have done it. Oh, we forgot the orange in there. Why didn't you tell me? Forgot about the horn. There. Do the yellow. Okay. I think I will have to take a break in a little bit and come back because it is lunchtime and I'm hungry. Bob and I had gone out to eat last night, and so I had ham steak dinner, so I have ham and potatoes and things like that left over from last night's supper, because of course you cannot eat all that at once. Not me. Because then I had a salad with it, and yeah, that's all pretty filling. I actually have quite a bit left. I don't know if I'll be able to even finish the rest of it for lunch. I'm sure Bella will say, I'll help you with that. But if you've seen a previous color and chat of mine, I was talking in there of how we had to put Bella on a diet because she's just getting too chubby. My vet, oops, that's part of the flower, isn't it? My vet was not happy with me because Bella was quite heavy. She had gained quite a bit of weight. So she's a little chubby, a little bit chubbier than what she should be. I'm off camera. Keep hitting my markers up there. Let's do yellow in here. So I think when I'm done with the rainbow part of this, I will just take a little break. You won't even know I'm gone. And then I will come back and finish this. Okay, now back to the green, right? Yes. And that was the mint green. 115. Okay, let's do the horn right away before I forget. And because this blue and purple are so close together, I think I'll just put the purple's a little bit lighter, so against the black background I'll put the purple in there. Bob just heated his up from last night, so I'm sure Bella's in there bigging from him right now. So I told Bob, I said, you know, it's nice when we go out to eat and we can actually eat in peace because we don't have a little beggar down there. Oh, she is bad. Let's put a little green in here. Or she'll sit there and she'll just stare at, well, in particular, Bob, because he takes her for walks. And Bob one time called her a pest. And she was a little mosquito. So I thought that was so funny. So that's what I always refer to Bella as when she's pestering for something. She's a little mosquito again. Too funny. So we have a little pet mosquito. A pet mosquito that likes to eat. Let's see. Where do I want to put some green? How about in here? So we have enough room for the other colors yet. Little bit up here and here. Now let's go down to the tail. I guess we'll do a lot of green in here. Oh my gosh. I have to remember to bring a cough drop. Or a throat lozenge or something. Our unicorn's getting so pretty. I like how that's looking. Let's see, and then let's put some green down here. Still have the morning doves in the garage. There. And when we open the garage door in the morning, typically the other one, I'm not sure, I'm assuming it's the male out there, I don't know. Okay, let's do some blue. What blue did I have? I had the ultramarine 118. Is always sitting across the road on the highline wire, just waiting for that garage door to open. Singing its sad song. I think I'm going to make both of these blue so that I just have purple left to do there. Do blue up here. So yeah, I haven't heard any baby birdies in the garage yet. I don't think the birds are quite, you know, any of them are ready to hatch. I haven't heard any babies chirping anywhere. I think that was supposed to be part of the yellow. Because typically around here we have tons and tons of robins and sparrows and all of those things. And yeah, you typically can hear all the babies once they're born up in the trees, or in our case, in our garage. least these birds aren't messy. Other birds that we've had, like when the robins would come in and kept trying to nest on top of the garage door opener. Oh. Let's see, let's make this all blue. They really were making a mess in there because they'd bring in all their twigs and pieces of grass and straw, or, you know, whatever they're finding. And half of it would fall, you know, on the floor. Not sure why that's in there. And so, yeah, they kind of made a mess. And, yeah, they were just starting to nest, so Bob went out there and tore out what they had made and then put a little, well, I guess you would call it a cage type thing around up there so that these birds couldn't nest in there. I mean, you feel kind of bad doing it, but you don't want them nesting in there. 826. You know, because like the mourning doves, they're stuck in there all night. Whichever one is on the nest at that time, once that garage door gets closed at night, he or she is stuck in there for the night. But they've been making it work, I guess. Because I initially thought, like I said in another color in chat, I initially thought she was just the one up there on the nest. And I'm like, how is she surviving? I think I'm going to come down with the yellow a little bit on the side there. There. And then, yeah, I Google it, and even though you don't see it, they do take turns. So when we're not in the garage, the other one must swoop in there and take the place of the other one. And I don't know, I just didn't think they did that, because we just, you know, one or the other of us is out in the garage quite a bit, or, you know, taking Bella out to go potty and stuff, when we would never see one of the other ones coming in. And but yeah, evidently they must, which is good, because at least we don't have any starving birdies in the garage. Alrighty. Oh, is she looking so pretty? She's such a happy unicorn, and so I'm calling it a she, and that's why she's pink. Almost done with the rainbow part. Okay, that part is all done. Oh, isn't she pretty? Let's put a little bit of purple down here then. And this part is done. Okay, did I miss anything? Let's look around. Lots of little pieces and parts here. That was by far the easiest part. Okay, I think that is the rest of the rainbow part. So I am going to quick go eat some lunch, and I will be back, and then I will get out the gel pens and we will do all of the flowers. Okay, so I'll be back. Won't be long for you at all. We'll see you in a bit. Alrighty, I am back. Tummy is full. Let's do these flowers with the gel pens. And what color shall we do? Well, let's make the flowers. Should we make them I want to pick a color that ain't going to run out. That's a pretty light pink. That's a darker pink. Let's go with the light pink, and we'll do a undecided. I'm so undecided. No, I think I'm gonna go with a purple and a light or a yellow center. That one's too light. Let's see. I don't want to go too dark. Well, no, I'll go with that pink. This one, and then we'll do the yellow center. So it's almost empty, but I think I should have enough to just do the centers. And I'm just going to do the flowers all the same color. Alrighty. And then we just have the things in the background to do. Took Bella outside to go potty when I was done eating, and it's just, oh, gorgeous out there in the sun. The lawns are really greening up. Oh, I should get to mow lawn pretty soon. I'm so excited. I don't remember ever, I had planted just some like wildflowers over on the east side of my house. And I do not remember there being daffodils in that mix. But I have some daffodils, and a couple of them are blooming. I was just talking about daffodils, saying I didn't have any. I lied. So yes, I have pretty yellow daffodils blooming on the side of my house. And my rhubarb is really high already. Not quite big enough to harvest any yet, but won't be too much longer. I like to cut some stalks and make something fresh with it, but then I also dice up a bunch and put like 4 cups at a time and use my food saver and then freeze some and then make like strawberry rhubarb muffins or some kind of dessert with them. Works best if you mix the rhubarb with some other kind of fruit, because the rhubarb itself is pretty tart. Unless you mix it with some sugar. I've made like rhubarb jam already. I remember my mom making rhubarb jam a lot. We always had quite a bit of rhubarb when I was a kid too, and we would just take, I can remember taking stalks of rhubarb, and then we would get little bowls of sugar, and we would dunk the stalk of rhubarb in the sugar and just eat it like that. That was our treat. Who has to have candy, right? I know the sugar wasn't the best for us, but we were getting fruit with our sugar. Of course, when you make the rhubarb jam, there's quite a bit of sugar in that too. I suppose you could use a sugar substitute, but depending on what you use, you hear some of them aren't the best either. So sometimes it's like you can't win. Try to go with the sugar substitute so you don't have all the sugar and calories, and then eventually you hear they're not really good for you either. And that drinking diet soda doesn't really help, even though it's less calories. Doesn't really help you to lose weight because they say it messes with the brain and how the brain recognizes sweet. And I can't remember exactly how they said it worked, but something with releasing some different, I don't know. But they said it really doesn't help you in the long run to lose weight by drinking diet soda. I continue to drink diet soda because I'm just so used to the taste of the diet now that to go back to regular, it just tastes really off to me. And people that drink regular soda can't stand diet soda. They just have two very distinct, different flavors. To the point where some of them don't even taste like the same soda. Oh, aren't they pretty? I think it's almost warm outside now, isn't here? It's going to be a day, once it warms up a little more out there, that I am finally going to open up some windows, open up the patio door. There was only one other day I was able to do that, and that was a few weekends ago when it actually got up to 77 degrees. That was unreal for us. Wow. We were actually way above normal. Now today we're about normal. We should be mid-60s, so. But just having the sun out and the temps warm, I think it puts everybody in a better mood. And it's amazing how the weather can affect you, right? For those of us with, depression disorders and things of that nature, the weather can really play a factor into how you're feeling. Well, and even for physical ailments, arthritis, and it has to do with the barometric pressure. I know when the weather is bad, or a storm is coming or something like that, my back, it hurts a lot worse. And I can always remember my mom saying that she could always tell when a storm was coming because her knees would start hurting something fierce. And she had, problems with her knees to begin with, but yeah, when a storm was coming. She always knew because the arthritis in her knees would really kick in. So I'm assuming the same thing is true with my back. Do any of you guys notice that? I'm assuming it has something to do with the barometric pressure. At least that's what I heard. How the, what is it, the barometric pressure drops, I believe, when the storm's coming. I don't know. I'm no meteorologist, but don't think I'd want their job. Too many people get angry at you. Damn weathermen. Like they have anything to do with what the weather is. They just report it. Don't shoot the messenger. I do get a little angry sometimes over, you know, I know reporters too. They're just delivering the message. They're delivering the news. But boy, the paparazzi sometimes just really gets out of hand. Just so that they can have the lead story on something that's happening to some star or, you know, to get the money. Some star is going through a crisis and is in the hospital or is going through drug or alcohol treatment, or this one got it for this abuse, or, you know, and then they're right in their face and it's like, oh my God. That would get annoying, and that is the main reason I am so glad I am not famous. Wouldn't mind the money, but no, I would not want to be famous. Wouldn't mind being more well off than I am, but as all of us. How many of you out there would like to be famous and well known? I mean, of course, it has its certain attractions, but I don't think overall it would be worth losing all your privacy. I mean, you wouldn't even be able to go to the grocery store, for crying out loud. You'd have no more freedom. Just think what Meghan Markle all gave up when she married Prince Harry. I mean, yes, she is a princess now, but she can probably hardly go to the bathroom by herself. And now that she's expecting her baby any day now, she's really going to buck the system, I think, because now she's even having a home delivery, which none of the royal babies have ever been born at home, have they, as far as I know? All right, let's do the flowers down here. There was rumor even that they were going to maybe move to the States. I can't see that ever happening. I don't think that would fly too well. How would that even be possible? Where, I mean, I know Prince Harry is not heir to the throne for, I mean, he's how far down on the list, but still. Don't they have to live in England? Much less to take away one of the royal babies and bring it to America. That had to just been a rumor that somebody started. I cannot imagine having a prince and a princess living here in the States. would definitely be different for us. And so when I diamond paint later, I have to catch up with all the YouTube videos I've been missing. I have a lot to catch up on. I was having a problem this morning. I was going through my notifications to reply back to some of the comments that you guys have been leaving me. And as soon as I would swipe down on my screen, this is on my phone. I don't know if the same thing would have happened if I was on the computer, but on my phone, I would swipe down from the top so that it would refresh. And anything from longer than, I don't know, 12 hours ago or something would like disappear. And the newest notification that I've had was like, 10, 12 hours ago. And I know that I had newer ones than that I wanted to reply back to. And so I would exit out of the app completely and bring YouTube back up. And there were my newer notifications again. So I replied back to a few of you and thought I had, I hope I got to all of your messages and comments. But yeah, when I would swipe down from the top so that it would refresh, yeah, all of those newer comments disappeared again. And I'm like, what in the world is going on? I still haven't figured it out because I wanted to get these videos made. So after I'm done recording these, I'm going to have to go back and see if it was just a glitch. Is anybody else noticing any problems with theirs? Of course, I'm not sure when this color and chat's going up, but I'm assuming it'll go up today or tomorrow. And again, today is Saturday, so seems everything's glitching out. I noticed on Firefox, which is the internet browser I use, something happened and you're no longer able to use the add-ons or the extensions. Well, I use YouTube Buddy for when I upload videos to YouTube, and it helps me with adding tags so that my videos can be found when people do a search. I have that feature built in, and now the add-on is disabled. And I did some research. I Googled, like I Google everything. And yeah, I guess there is some problem right now. Something with some license. Is it with Mozilla that expired or something or another like that? And so these extensions and stuff all appear to be invalid because they're no longer trusted, and I don't know. Seems like a bunch of legal mumbo jumbo, and yet it's affecting us. So I'm hoping they get that straightened out, because I like to use those YouTube extensions in Firefox. And when I had tried the newest, latest, and greatest Microsoft Edge, which is supposed to be the best new internet browser out there, they didn't allow add-ins yet, extensions either. So it's like, I can't win. That was a while ago, though. I should maybe look and see if Edge allows add-ins, extensions now. Maybe I could add it back in, I don't know. Add in our little center of our flowers. And yes, I can tell this pen is on its last legs and I'll have to get a refill out. It is so nice that more and more gel pen companies are now offering or even come with a set of refills. And then you can order more refills. Because then you're not constantly having to reorder pens. And at the same time, you are putting less in the landfills. Tiny little refill cartridge takes up much less room than replacing an entire pen. So I think that is nice. The only downfall of ordering refills, to me, I have my favorite colors. And then I have my colors I hardly ever color with. Like the silvers. I wish they would have a gray regular glitter gel pen. But every single gray gel pen is not a glitter gel pen, even though they're in the glitter sets. They're all metallic. And so they cover up the black lines. They're hard to color with, to color evenly anyhow. And yeah, I do not like them. And yet you really would like a gray color sometimes in your picture. And I recently colored a design with blacks, blacks, 2 pinks, and a gray silver. And the gray looks horrible. Looks so bad. Okay, let's put these back, and I'm going to color the stars and things in. And we will do that again with the markers. So, should we go with the same bright yellow, or should we go with a pastel yellow? Let's see, we have quite a bit of bright yellow through here. Maybe we will use them both. And then maybe like a darker yellow too. Well, let's start out with the bright yellow and the real pale one. We'll start with that. And go from there. We'll just, again, play it by ear. Best way to color, right? Who plans anything out? Don't answer that, because I know many of you do. I do when I'm doing designs. I kind of pick out my color palette first. Well, I'll look at the design. See how many colors I kind of need by eyeballing it. And then I will, you know, a lot of times the design itself kind of speaks to me. It whispers in my ear some colors. Does that ever happen to you? Your picture just kind of talks to you? All depends upon if we listen or not. We will do these all in the bright yellow. Okay, and we'll do this one. I gotta, oh no, I thought that was a kitty hair. It's just in the paper itself. Lord knows there's enough cat hair in this house. Up on my markers here. Let's do this bright yellow too. Oh, and maybe we can do this rainbow also. Should have kept them out again. That's what I get for not looking ahead. I get a comment from a subscriber today that I have to so agree with. She said it was so nice to find a channel that likes to just straight color to and not do all the fancy coloring. I don't know if you are watching this video or not. To the person who had said that. But it is so true. I mean, yes, it's fun to do all that fancy coloring. And I am... See, every time I start talking... Does that mean I'm supposed to shut up? It's fun to do all that fancy stuff too, you know, if you are able. But I really, really like my straight coloring, either with my markers or on the designs that I love to do with my gel pens or the mandalas. I think we're going to do this ring bright yellow too. And to me, it's just so relaxing, and that's what she liked to do. She, you know, there are so many channels out there where, oh my gosh, they do the most stunning work, and you know the channels I'm talking about. Some of them I watch and my mouth just kind of falls open. It's like, oh my gosh. Okay, so let's do some rainbowing here too. You know, you look kind of dumbfounded at what some of them color, and you're like, oh my gosh, I could never do that. And of course you could. You know, we should never say we can't do that. We can if, number one, we have the know-how. And number two, especially, I don't know about you, but in my case, if I would have the patience to do some of that. Because so many times I am just too impatient to, you know, take the time. I mean, some of those pictures, my gosh, they spend weeks on. And I just, and I'm way off camera, I just could not see myself doing that. Or at least a week on some of them. And that's, you know, not really coloring anything else. And so I'm like, I don't think I could do that. Let's color them some different colors too. Get a little bit more splash of color in here. I'm not saying I couldn't do it. I have already in the past spent quite a number of days on a picture because of a lot of blending and, you know, things like that. And I am sure that Johanna Basford picture, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that I am going to be coloring, 317 is going to take a number of sessions, color and chats to finish that, because there's going to be a lot of blending and you know, picking out of colors, blending together, and it's going to take quite a while to get that one done. So yeah, I mean, we can probably all do it. It's just, again, the know-how, and do we really want to? You know, so many of us just really, really enjoy the straight coloring. It's just the most relaxing for us. It's, you know, I've said it many times in the past. When the kids are picked up at night, all I want to do is kick back in my chair, get out my gel pens, and catch up on some YouTube videos and just go to town. That is how I like to relax. And so that's what I do many times. Or the color by numbers. Love color by number too. Let's see. We'll do orange in here too. With all the rainbow colors in here, this could be called Rainbow Bright, huh? That wasn't a horse though, was it? I'm mixing up my characters. There's My Little Pony. This could be a mixture of My Little Pony and Rainbow Bright. This orange is getting just a tad dry, which is going to tie in nicely to the video I am making after this one. I had a request from a couple of you to go ahead and show you how I revived some budget-friendly alcohol markers by adding alcohol to them. Let's put pink in her eye too. What was that pink that I used? Is that pastel pink? Or, no, let's make it yellow. It's a star. We shall make it yellow. So I am going to be making that video next. And I was going to use a Cali Art marker, so I think I'll use that orange one, seeing as how it kind of needs some alcohol anyhow. And then also showing, let's see, let's get out the green, showing how you can add some alcohol to 115 to your Bics and Sharpies also. And of course, you can't do that forever. You can really only add alcohol to them once, and the ink will stay pretty much the same. It won't get lighter, but after doing it once, it will start changing the tone of the ink. It will start getting lighter. But the first time when it starts drying out, you still have plenty of actual pigment left in that fiber insert that's inside a marker that holds all the ink. It's just the alcohol itself that dries up and runs out. So before replacing it, you can go ahead and try just adding some alcohol to it, giving it a drink. A blue, we did the ultramarine 118. Excuse my arm again. I think I'll put this in here. And then we'll decide what we want to do with them couple of planets. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that video next. Trying to plan out what I all want to get out and do and show you. So I'll have to do some figuring out first exactly what I'm doing, but and another one, like I said earlier, that I want to do, but I have to figure out how I'm going to do it, is my finished diamond paintings. I'll have to somehow suspend my phone from the chandelier in the dining room. Because then it would be on above my dining room table. The tripod that I do have does not extend all the way out, unfortunately, so it doesn't get tall. So that's not an option either, not for me anyhow. 826. There we go. So, yeah, still got to figure that one out. So making all these videos is not always easy. I put a lot of thought into my videos. Not always, you know. Sometimes they're pretty easy. You just do flip throughs or... Let me see. Now, because the stars themselves are all yellow, I didn't include yellow there, but maybe I will use that pale yellow, and we'll add that up in here. And down here. But what do I want to... I think I'm going to just add in another red on that side. Let's pull that red out once more. 317. I'm going to wear out the loop on this color. Let's get in frame here, Lisa. Like I said, I'm having a problem with my markers being in the way up at the top. My desk is really nice and wide, and I thought it was nice and deep, but I still run out of room. Alrighty, all we have left are the planets. So, let's make this one a pretty light blue. What pretty light blue shall we pick? How about the cerulean blue? 205. 205, 205. Alrighty. Love this color. Now, what that, behind there, that should almost be yellow too, huh? That's the inside of the ring itself. Okay. So, Let's pull the yellow out again. We'll do the inside of the ring and the inside of the ring. Okay, last but not least, our bigger planet here. Let's look at some colors here. We got the ring being yellow, so do we want to do this in kind of rainbow colors too? I could do like the same background and then these could be different colors. So what should we do for the background? I was going to say light purple, but can't do that because of the hooves. So, what don't we have a lot of color? We have a lot of the yellow. We have the pink unicorn, just a little bit of purple in the hooves. So, so undecided. Maybe we could use one of these bright greens. We could say it's Mars and it's the color of Martians. Maybe we'll make the background colors all bud green. Let's do that first and then we'll see how that looks and see what colors we want to go with from there. 606. That's kind of how I do it sometimes for picking out colors. I don't pick them all out all at once. I'll do a part and then it's like it kind of talks to me again and I can kind of see where I want to go from there. So I'm really envious of these people who can pick out did the wrong thing there. Well, let's do it this way then. We will just alternate. Have to improvise sometimes. We will make all these green and then the backgrounds will be different. And actually that might work out better. There's a reason for mistakes. It's how some of our biggest scientific discoveries were made. Would have never came up with penicillin. Probably would have never found a lot of medical cures if it weren't for mistakes or looking for something else and all of a sudden that happened. Okay, I do like that green in there. Okay, now what is the picture saying to us? It is saying, actually, I think I'm going to go back in with that green. And that was bud green. No, it wasn't that one. It was this one. I think I am going to go with this. And then I'm just going to go over the top with a darker color for the tip so that the entire planet has these for the triangular sections. So we'll have to go with a dark color up on the top. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colors. So again, we could go with the rainbow colors. Maybe I will go with the purple up there, which is going to get dark because of the green underneath, but that's okay. 826. We'll just, or maybe I should go with a blue so it doesn't get too funky looking, because this might get really yucky with a purple. Or we'll just, let's go over the top of it with the green. There we go. We'll do it that way. And that was mint green 115. That will probably work the best and not cause as dramatic of a color change, because yeah, going over the top of that with Purple would have been a bad mistake. A bad mistake. Probably would have got a real pukey brown or something. Alrighty, I think I'll do the bottom one with red then. And maybe this time I'll go with vermilion. It's a little bit, nah, I guess we should stick with the same red. Don't want to change it now. 317. Why change now, right? Did the entire rest of the picture with this. My gosh, we are almost done. I really have no idea how long this color and chat is, but I know it's going to be another long one. This section alone has been 45 minutes, and so I'm thinking the entire color and chat is probably going to be, what, a good couple hours again. But I have gotten so many replies from you guys that say, no, we like the long color and chats. So it's like, okay, that is what you shall get. Maybe not always. Was I off camera that entire time? I am sorry, guys. Hopefully you are coloring on your own and didn't even notice it. See, if I wouldn't have said anything, you would have never looked up like you just did. I know you did. And you would have never known I was off camera. Unless you happen to have just glanced up at that time. And you'd say, where the heck is she coloring? Okay, now I don't want to do yellow, so we will do the blue and the purple. Okay, so we want the ultramarine again, right? Yes, that was 118. I wish I would have picked a lighter blue because then, or a different purple. They're so close together, but too late now. And with the green separating these now, that won't be as big of a deal. Boy, this ultramarine is so juicy. Okay, one more little section to go, and that is the purple. And that was 826. Boy, that green really makes this pop, doesn't it? Woohoo! Don't know if that was the best color choice in the world. But I guess everything else in this picture is bright, so kind of fits right in. Alrighty, are we done? We are. So the only pale part in the entire picture is the unicorn herself. Let's get away some of these markers quick. There we go. Our beautiful rainbow unicorn. She's pretty bright, ain't she? Our rainbow bright unicorn. The unicorn herself looks so plain, doesn't she? Almost makes me feel like I want to do her hooves a brighter color. I don't like the way she looks, but oh well. In a way, it's a nice contrast, I guess, to all the brightness of the rest of the picture. So I guess we're going to leave it alone. So I hope that you guys liked this long coloring chat. If you did, give me that thumbs up, please, and subscribe if you are new to my channel. I am going to go outside and enjoy a little bit of this nice weather and go work in my flower beds for a little bit, and then I will be back to do the next video. So I hope everybody is having a fantastic weekend, and as always, happy coloring. Bye.